the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC South. It's the Saints and the Bucs, and it's coming up next.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Kicker Ryan Succop about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a three-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons, the veteran Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Kamara gets it again on second down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. So Dalton now. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Mobley to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
On second down, here's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And it's third down.
A lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Mobley. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
1st and 10 for Dalton. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down from the gun, Dalton. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Blake Gilligan on to punt here as he'll send this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mobley. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw on 2nd down, Mobley. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Pretty good Good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Mobley. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Ryan Succop for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Cade Otton caps things off with a touchdown grab. It's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Dalton here from the gun. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Passing, it's Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Dalton sets up play action. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing a completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Dalton. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Again, he's got that man Landry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara to the 27-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mobley, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Landry. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Andy Dalton. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Dalton. He goes once again right back to Hardy. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Another chance for Dalton. His pass caught at the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 4. So Dalton now. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Mobley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down. Mobley. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Well, this one taken in by Otten. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Mobley. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw here, Dalton. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. William Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I would guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Dalton now to pass. Going deep here for Landry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Mobley. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And Dalton to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Let's go now. Let's go. Once again, we got to get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Dalton. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 16, Dalton. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Dalton. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And it ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, Mobley looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 76 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Suck up on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A 10th carry for Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Trucks over him. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Mobley. There he is again. Another catch for Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete right side to Otten. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
Yeah, in the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
It's showtime, baby. Keep our boys.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Dalton here from the gun. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 22, Dalton. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Coming left is Kamara. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Into the hands of Beckham. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Mobley. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
From the gun on third down, Mobley. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.